Dear President-elect Biden, we at the Coalition for Democracy and Human Rights in Iran congratulate you on your historic victory in the 2020 presidential election. The Iranian American community here, as well as the people in Iran, have been following this election very carefully due to the impact that the result can have on the global Iranian community's hope for democracy and human rights. During your remarks on November 7th, you made a noble pledge that your administration will be about the people.
And for that is what America, I believe, is about. It's about people. And that's what our administration will be all about.
As part of the Iranian American community in the United States, we look forward to this democratic ideal and hope that your administration's policy toward Iran would also be about the people, the Iranian people, and about their quest for peace and freedom. As former Vice President of the United States, you have direct experience of the Obama administration's era, when the policy toward Iran was focused on reaching a deal with the Iranian regime, and are well aware that as a result, not only the regime was emboldened in suppressing the pro-democracy protests in Iran, but also expanded its ballistic missile program, accelerated its expansionist policy in the region, and increased support for its militant Islamic fundamentalist proxies. This emboldening of the Iranian regime had a significant role in the bloodshed in Syria, Iraq, and Yemen, and forced millions of citizens to become refugees. Growing resistance in Iran, most starkly noted in last November's nationwide protests, coupled with the decline of the regime's economic power, has reawakened the hopes for the Iranian people to remove this obstacle to peace and democracy. Throwing any lifeline to the regime can negatively impact the efforts of the people. We hope that your foreign policy will be one that lends support to the efforts of the Iranian people to establish democracy and human rights in their own country and bring lasting peace to the region. A democratic Iran is a prominent factor in ensuring that safe return of US troops from the region would not result in more humanitarian catastrophes. Addressing the American people, you said, let's give each other a chance.
Let's give each other a chance.
American values and ideals require a foreign policy that gives every vision of democracy and human rights a chance. As you've mentioned, it's time for our better angels to prevail.
It's time for our better angels to prevail.
Our best angels prevail when we offer the chance for a free and democratic Iran as America's legitimate partner in peace. Coalition for Democracy and Human Rights in Iran welcomes the promise of your leadership toward pursuit of a free Iran.